Oh, hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Just playing with the new shit in Twitch chat. But welcome to session 2 of Bankar Brouhaha, Fracas in the Forest. It is a thing that we are doing, as you can see.
And happy Flag Day!
It's Flag Day here in the States.
Oh,
Also,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's okay. We forget about it half the time too, so.
Well, happy Flag Day. Flag with an L.
With an L.
Just saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Celebrate
Okay.
all the flags.
Nicely done. Are you excited for your flag?
Kind of. I need to put it up somewhere.
Yeah. Happy
Okay,
birthday,
now I'm
Kane. It's your level up day.
Happy birthday.
Our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code THEVACTER, all one word, at checkout to get 15% off of your order. And Maggie's Dice Pick of the Week is Green Frogs, I'm assuming, because green frogs are green and gay. That is my... And frogs.
Throw them in the water, making the damn frogs gay.
Yep, that's the thing. We're also raising money for Tabletop Gamers. It's a nonprofit organization that is championing diversity, equity, and inclusion by basically championing all that shit through gaming. So we here at the Vactera have a lot of queer folk that we're very happy to know and have. And, you know, that's just part of our shit. So we actually met Tabletop Gamers at GaryCon last year and found out that there is a Twitch extension to actually donate for them. So if you got a couple bucks, it'd be really great if you could donate. If you're the kind of person that needs to be bribed, there is a prize pack that'll be given away at the end of the month by anybody who donates. And if you donate every single day for $1, that's however many days you donated, that's an entry. So if I donate today, I get an entry. If I donate tomorrow, I get an entry. Hell yeah. So yeah, if you got a couple bucks, just donate. You can go to twitch.tv/charity/thevactare if you are not watching from Twitch itself. Otherwise, you can use the extension down below where it usually says subscribe. Just use the donate to charity. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't know, Twitch doesn't take any money when it comes to the charity donations. It goes directly to the foundation. So they're not making any money off of that. So you don't need to worry about it. And they do tax receipts as well once you reach surpass a certain amount on a donation.
Thank you, Cedar.
That's handy.
Thanks, Cedar. You're awesome.
Thank you, Cedar. Nice.
You can also check out our merch store at tinyurl.com/vacmerch. We've got some queer as shit gear that's up there right now. Like that one. It's a ombre rainbow vac tear symbol. But we've also got Too Gay to Math with a bunch of like dice and shit on it. And there's other VAC Pride stuff. But anything you buy that's VAC Pride-esque, that money is going to go to Tabletop Gamers as well.
Nice. Very nice.
Let's see, what else we got? Tomorrow there's a special Anarch one-shot of Blood and the Six over on DM Jeremy's channel at 8 o'clock. And a bunch of our friends are going to be over there. Emily, Alyssa, Maggie, and Keisha. Sunday, Artemis is over on DM Jeremy's channel for Land of the Long Shadow at 8 o'clock. And then back here for Mistwalkers at 8:30. That may not happen because a couple people might not be able to come, but we'll figure that out. And if we don't play, we don't play. It's fine. Whatever. And podcasts. Do the thing. Go listen. If you are behind, you're behind. Shame on you. I'm also behind in editing, so shame on me. Anyway.
We've been busy.
All you, Em.
And also life.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifey. All you, Emily. Take it away.
Real. Ha! Last time, we started our time in Trivian meeting our party of adventurers. Hilda met Betsy, Ferali, and Walkett while trying to secure a haven for their family stuck on another continent down south. The group managed to track down the head of the Grove Wardens, Kitani, and she agreed to speak to the other leaders about securing a place for Hilda's family. The group decided to celebrate with drinks at the Pine Cone, a rowdy tavern in the center of the second platform, and there they learned more of the mysterious strangers that blew into town from the Nether Ascendancy, as well as hearing for the first time about Walkett's missing husband. Dun dun dun. They stayed up late discussing and drinking before finally heading off to their separate beds. However, in the early morning hours, a loud scream and a crash alerted some, and the following alarms woke the rest. I think it just alerted one of you. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it was just... Well, you were the only... Betsy was the only one that heard the initial scream, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the
everybody else
alarm
heard it.
bells.
And
Yep.
we all got alarmed.
Yeah. Yes. The party went to see what happened, finding that someone was dead and their body landed down on the ground near the outer wall. You checked in with Captain Kitani, got a closer look at the body of Frennick Grang, a bugbear weaver in town, and then made a quick trip up to Frennick's shop to take a look around and speak with his business partner, Astigan Tremarin. Once you had gathered all you could,
Words are hard.
Once you had gathered all you could, including a clue on what weapons might have been used, and a look at some unusual woven spiral fabrics, you turned in to get a good night's sleep, and that's where we left off. You have all had a long rest. You wake up bright and early in the morning on a particularly warm and humid day. The air is sticky and thick even at this time of the day, and overhead through the branches you get glimpses of gray clouds, alluding to possible rain later on in the day. What would you like to do first?
I fall out of my hammock.
That tracks.
Yep.
Do you fall out of your own accord or because someone knocked you out?
Yes.
I don't know.
Eldith just comes up and grabs the side of your hammock and goes, whoop!
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's right. I outgrew her when I was 7,
Yeah.
so she's gotta like get me back somehow.
Exactly. She
Can't
wakes
help
you
it
up for
that
your
I'm
early
6.5
morning
feet tall.
run.
Yeah.
Time to go on a jog. Run the platforms. Don't fall off. You're not level 5 yet. You don't have slow fall.
Yeah, exactly.
What's everybody else doing?
Well, go on.
Go ahead. No, go.
Well, I get myself up as I usually do. You know, I make myself some breakfast. I check around just to make sure everything is as it should be. And then I think about it would probably be a good idea for us all to get back together to go and see the captain with the information that we have gleaned.
Yes. True.
I'm absolutely nursing a massive hangover. And
That's right. I forgot you were changing your personality.
I don't know.
changing my person.
She might have had a hangover before.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
I
guys drank
had
a
one
lot.
whole drink, and that was too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely nursing hangover. Going to hunt down the biggest vat of magic bean water that I can find.
Oh. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, there's options. Well, there's several taverns, and there's like a general store.
I'm looking for like,
But you want like coffee and
Yeah.
breakfast, maybe?
no breakfast.
No breakfast, just coffee. Ooh. The best coffee's probably where the Grove Wardens go,
Okay,
which is the Griffin's Perch.
definitely going there. Ordering like some over sugared frap instead of actually coffee. But it has like 7 shots of espresso in it.
Great.
Yeah. And that'll help me through
More
the
milk
first
froth than coffee.
2 hours. Yeah.
There you go.
If that.
Then you'll need another one.
Then I will need another one.
Yeah. Cool. Who has the stuff? Was a particular person holding it, or did you all kind of split it up?
No, Hilda had it actually.
I have the
Didn't
bit
she?
of I had the bit of fabric
Mm, okay.
that we took off the
Oh,
off
the
the body.
body. Yeah.
I have
I've got
a
that.
possible murder weapon or like
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
similar type weapon.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, you have the
And-
weird trippy fabric.
Yeah.
I have the weird trippy fabric. Yes.
All right. And you're headed back up to where the Grove Wardens are to catch up with Kitani. All right.
I catch up to them like halfway there, just having finished my run, like skid to a halt.
Completely out of breath.
Yeah.
Well,
And I-
Hi, guys.
I guessed where Betsy would be based on previous experience of the kind of delightful person. So I found her.
I've
the,
absolutely like made myself sunglasses out of like they're really just like bottle caps or like bottle ends, and I painted them so that they have tint to them. I will 100% walk into everything. But it helps.
Uh-huh.
Riley just like puts their hand on the top of your head and like guides you.
Oh my god, my hair, stop it.
You're fine.
That's great.
And short.
I am not
Yeah,
short,
Betsy,
I am
but-
compact.
I hear you, Betsy, but I would have thought by now you'd got used to the fact that you and strong drink really do not get on.
I know, but I just want to be part of everything. I get such FOMO. Like, oh my god.
I suppose. But then you must pay the consequences, you see.
I don't need you
Me
nagging
now.
me right now, okay? I understand that I have dug, created my own grave, and I don't need you to help me feel bad about myself. So, shut up.
No, I wasn't trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Just reminding you.
I don't need the reminder.
Okay.
All right.
Do you feel up to finding Captain Katani now?
As long as I don't have to see another dead body, that was weird.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like that much either.
Have you seen more than one?
No comment.
Who, me? Mm. Regretfully, yes. In my time, I have.
God, how weird you guys are.
We're the
Anyways,
weird
we should go.
ones. Offensive.
You all
Weirdo.
meander up to the third platform, and you see it looks like some of the Grove Wardens have not been to sleep at all, including Kitani. Whatever amount of like prancing she did was not enough. She seems grouchy, and she's ordering people around.
Grouchy-er.
Grouchier, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she's
Yeah.
like, "What'd you do? Go to sleep?" She
No.
sees you like across the way. Never mind. What do you have?
Say septuple espresso shot frappuccino with extra foam and extra whip and cinnamon dust on top.
In the way of evidence.
Oh, that.
What did you find out? Anything?
Murder.
We explain about the stuff we found the night before.
Hmm.
Okay.
Provide the murder weapon sample.
Hmm.
This seems about right. But this isn't the one, right?
No, it's just an example of like, obviously there's no blood on it. Like, come on. Open your eyes.
It's hard. I'm tired.
You just need one of these. No, you can't have mine.
I already had a cup of coffee so far today.
Only one? Fucking
Yeah.
lightweight.
You can only
It does-
take one glass of alcohol, but you like house coffee all day.
Yeah. Just fucking
that's like
pound it.
real life.
Yeah.
Except
I
it's just
can't
pounding.
drink, but I can mainline caffeine like it's nobody's business. So
Yeah.
the ADHD.
and I can drink a
as
monster and
Betsy
go to bed
says-
right after.
As Betsy says, this is not the murder weapon, but there was one missing from the loom.
Okay.
The shape seems to fit the shape of the unfortunate.
And they're quite pointy, and I like jabber a
They
little
are very
bit.
pointy. Yes.
See? I mean, I'm not very strong, but like, I think Hilda would be able to like shank you with it.
Hilda just goes, "Oh yeah," and tries to like stab her with it. Ah! No. Okay. Look.
See?
So you found that. You found some weird fabric, I guess.
Yes, it's not exactly the same as this useful piece that we took from the unfortunate Frank, but much the same sort of pattern, just in a different color combination.
It's kind of weird.
And only a
Okay.
little bit. It was like a swatch. It was not. It's not a massive piece of fabric. It's just a small,
Yeah.
like a sample.
We found that
But-
in a thing in his mattress, right? Like in a sketchbook in between his mattress.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of suggests he might have been wanting to hide it.
Yeah. Why? I
When
mean,
we
it's not as
examined
good as
the
his other stuff.
We examined an invoice inventory type thing that we found. Discovered that there wasn't. Most of it seemed completely normal.
Didn't
But
we
there
discover
was-
that he hadn't made it? It was from somebody else?
That's
Or am I
right, we did.
misremembering?
Right.
This fabric, you did discover that,
Yeah.
or you kind of made that assumption based on like stuff that he makes is very like elaborate, intricate, like highly detailed, many colors. And this is like two
It's like
colors,
2 colors, right?
Yeah.
kind of
So,
poorly
yes,
made.
it's two colours, and it's, as you say, it's absolutely not up to his usual standard. I mean, I have
Yeah.
in my time procured items from him, and they have always been of the highest quality, whereas this is
Shit.
not.
Did he have an apprentice that you knew of?
No, I don't think so. I guess we could ask around. Maybe one of the kids in town signed up or something recently, but I haven't seen anyone
Yes.
going in there or
It wasn't.
much of
It was. We had understandably we had some difficulty, shall we say, in how much information we could get out of Astigan. He seemed very, very shocked.
Oh yeah, don't worry about alerting him either. We got it.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of your job usually, isn't it? You go and like alert the people closest to them, let them know, and then interview them, and then like watch to make sure that they're not like being weird.
Definitely. Was he being weird?
I think he was in shock.
Yes, in the context of
Mm,
what he just learned. No, I don't think he was being weird. He's spending an awful lot of time just stroking this little pendant that we noticed in his hand, and then we discovered in the when we looked in the inventory that had actually only just come into the shop, and apparently, as I recall, didn't Astigan say that it had been a gift to him from Frenic? Therefore, he let us have a look at it, but he absolutely was not prepared to let it go, let us take it away. But again, I think
okay.
it's interesting, but in the circumstances, not particularly weird. I don't think I would class it as weird somehow.
All right. Well,
Yeah, guy
You-
totally fondling his jewelry is definitely not weird.
okay.
Did you find anything else out about the body? Was there anything strange?
Not really. He wasn't, I mean, it was pretty much just all there, you know? Like, he was holding the fabric. He was stabbed. And he looked like he was in shock, which I suppose anyone might if they were pushed off of the side of a...
As somebody who has
70-foot.
fallen off of those platforms, yes, it's definitely a shock to your system when you do it, especially the first time.
And you're okay? It's like looking at you for signs of like concussions or...
Yeah,
Okay.
I fall off there all the time.
It's just like a permanent state of concussed.
Yeah.
Can't even tell anymore.
Huh. Yeah, it's just like pupils all the way dilated all the time.
I'm totally fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then you go crazy and
I
murder
just had a
somebody.
headache for
You're the killer.
Yeah. I didn't
The
even know it.
TBI.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, the body didn't really give up much more information.
Well, of course not.
we were
It's dead.
Well, right. I guess we could try and get some of the clerics to talk to it, but they're a little weird, and I don't always like to ask them. Oh, maybe some of the Quinnis clerics. They'd be more familiar with that sort of thing. I could ask them. She's like talking to herself now, just out loud. Just
You're really
I,
weird.
I assume the body is no
Thanks.
longer down there on
No.
the ground.
No.
No,
We
no,
brought
it
it
has
up.
been moved. Good. That's fine.
Don't want any small
Nothing-
children
nothing-
finding it.
Indeed not. No. I assume there was nothing noticeable when you picked it up. There was nothing underneath it or anything like that,
Not that we could see.
other than lots of squashed grass.
Right.
Those
Pretty
poor
much.
blades.
Some branches.
Mm.
He fell on his way down. Oof, rough way to go. There's gonna be a hole in the canopy there for months.
Yeah.
There's like
But
a million druids around here. Can't you have them fix it?
I suppose.
hello, I'm literally right here.
Well, you fix it then. I'm
No.
gonna take a nap.
Wait, I have one more question.
What?
Was it determined that he was dead before he fell off? Or was he, like, stabbed before he fell off? Because I know he screamed and then he fell, but, like, did the stabbing come first? And then
Yes,
he was,
because
like,
then
pushed to the edge? Or was he,
found,
like, stabbed and then he fell? Like,
There were like leaf bits and in the wounds, so it had to have happened first.
I mean, I've got leaf bits everywhere, but you don't see me.
Yeah, but it was like in there.
Hmm.
Like it fell on in there.
Hmm. Gravity.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunate. He was such a
Indeed.
nice guy. Oh well.
Wocket just puts her hand up to her head and just pats the various little twigs and things that are in her hair, just to make sure they're all correctly in place and exactly where they should be.
Yep. Alright, well. I might try to take a nap and then ask around, maybe on the ground level, see if anybody saw anything, knew anything. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Do you want us to do that?
Maybe. We still got more people we gotta talk to on the second platform. I feel like I should just deputize you guys.
It would probably be in your best
It's your
interest to
honor to be
absolutely do
involved.
that.
I can see Frolly looks really excited about this because she's just like literally a kid.
It would just make it a lot easier for us to do your job.
Great. Go for it. We don't get a lot of murders, okay? We're much better at watching this.
Do we get a badge?
No. Unless you want to make one for yourselves.
Maybe.
Oh,
How are they gonna know that we got deputized?
Rocky, you
then?
can
I'm
see that-
confused.
That's a good point.
I don't
yes,
know.
we need.
I think we need badges.
Something.
Or like a writ or something. Some sort of legal documentation
paper or
indicating that we
something.
have power to, like, do your job.
She just kind of yells over and she goes, Sam! Come here. Like one of the other Griffin Riders comes over. You saw him the night before. He's still awake too. And he's just kind of like, great. And she tells him to get some sort of token or something to show that you guys are okay to be involved in this. And he's just kind of like, really? She's like, well, we're all exhausted, so.
And I've got coffee.
Just do it.
So, like, I'm raring to go for the next hour and a half.
Great. And so he, like, goes off. He just looks at you all skeptically, like, why? But you guys were some of the first to show up. So. And she's in charge, so he doesn't question it too much.
We were
So
the
he
first
goes
ones
and-
there, and that's good enough.
Yep. He goes and gets some, like, it's almost like a a little druid-crafted acorn hanging off of a branch with like a green ribbon tied around it. And here you go. Hands them out to you guys.
Oh, I'll just look after mine. Thank you. Just,
Saving it for later. They're just... I don't know, we don't have a lot of fancy badges or anything, okay?
It's not even shiny.
Shiny? What?
A
Talk to the
deputy
blacksmith about
absolutely needs something shiny. Because you need to use it to, like, blind the people you're interrogating.
I don't think that's how that works.
No?
oh, I'm not sure. No.
Oh.
No.
Well, maybe it should.
But certainly this. I mean, this is the symbol. This is the
He,
recognised
like,
symbol.
looks at his own badge, which is just a, like, carved wood token with, like, a leaf on it. It's like...
It's not my fault. You have no fashion sense. Just
Have
saying.
fun.
I could have designed it for you guys, and it would have been amazing.
Kitani's like, yeah, well, if you come up with something, let us know.
Oh, I absolutely will. I already have designs in mind.
I'm going to bed. Don't cause too much trouble. We'll catch up.
Bye!
Okay. And she, like, walks away.
I strongly recommend that you do that before you consider getting on your griffin again.
Can we ride griffins?
No, you need to be specially trained for, like, a year.
I can literally just talk to them and be like, hey, bitch, don't, like, throw me off.
They would not like you.
You don't know that.
I know our griffins.
Maybe you're just boring. Anyway, bye!
She walks away. She heads straight for the barracks. She's going to sleep. And you're left to your own devices with some weird acorn badges.
I absolutely, like, button that shit right against, like, right there.
Yeah. As does Waybucket, because she's now official.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am an accredited procurer of information.
Yeah. I feel like
Probably fits
Hilda's
in her
like
back pocket.
I feel like Hilda's just like, this doesn't fit with my aesthetic at all. Like the goth with an acorn in their hair. I don't know.
It can be an absolutely banging fascinator, so I think you can rock it.
Okay.
Just saying.
Where are you headed to next?
Second level, I guess, to interrogate people.
Sure.
May as well work our way down as start at the bottom and work our way up.
Oh, you want to do the first floor then?
No, not yet. That's what I'm saying. We may just as well start.
Well, you said work from the bottom and go up, so that would imply that we need to start on the ground level.
No, I said we may as well start from the top and go down.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what you said. As I'm like slurping this massive coffee.
Where are you going first?
Second floor.
Second floor. Second level.
Elevator go up. Elevator go down.
Go to.
Okay, so we already talked to his partner, so we don't need to talk to them again. But
Right.
maybe we could ask at like both bars.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same.
There's 3 on this level.
Why does a city of like 50 people need 3 bars? I realize this is coming from somebody who lives in Wisconsin.
This is not a city of 50 people. This is a city of 25,000 people. They have 3
Okay,
bars.
that's a little better.
Drawings not to scale.
Which one do you guys want to start with?
I don't know. I don't care.
Well, if that's where we're coming down, we might as well start with the Griffin's Perch.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. You
So
go
also
into...
it's the one
Betsy,
nearest to
you're the
shop,
leader, so...
No, I'm not. You are.
No?
I am not the leader.
I have a -1 to my charisma. I am definitely not the leader.
Bro, say.
Ooh.
Remember, we talked about this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hilda's supposed to be leader.
Oh no. Come on, guys. Follow
Look, the
me.
barbarian was in charge in the last one.
That's just how
We're
we
just
roll,
carrying on
okay?
the
The
tradition.
barbarian is in charge.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for that, Emily.
Hilda walks down to the 2nd level and then looks around because she doesn't live here.
Oh, we're going here. And I,
doesn't know
like,
where anything
drag
is.
her.
Great. Should really open her character sheet. Okay. Hilda walks in with all of you following, and you see this is kind of like a open pale wood building, and there's a very tall Goliath woman at the bar. It smells like very strongly of coffee.
Oh, good. Refills.
Yeah. And you would know the owner is Swintha Oakleaf. She's she used to be a Grove Warden. She retired because she got hurt. And so she now owns this bar and runs it.
I drained the rest of my septuple shot of espresso frappuccino with the extra foam and order another one.
I think you might have set a record on how fast you drank that.
If I could just stick it directly in my veins, I absolutely would. So this is the next best option. Let's go.
Great. I'll make you another one.
Thanks.
Like,
You're the
brewing up.
best.
She takes out some like special like mechanical like gizmo because all the Grove Wardens just drink like black coffee because they're not that exciting. But also you would know too, Swintha makes her coffee strong, like so strong, like my printmaking professor, 8 o'clock in the morning strong, where I would need to bring 4 creamers from the dining commons to be able to drink it. So she starts...
While Swintha's doing this, Wocket just sort of edges around so that she's back in her eye line and just sort of looks at her significantly, and then just making sure that Betsy can't see, just puts up her hand and just does that with a little nod.
You want one too?
No.
Oh, you do? That's amazing. We're drink besties.
That's no, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you very much. No, I was just somebody might have had more than enough.
Are you trying to cut me off? It's not even alcohol. Are you kidding me right now?
No? As if I would. I would never cut you off from anything.
Oh my God.
Girl,
I didn't stop you
please.
drinking last night, did I?
My whole one drink?
Your whole one drink.
So don't get between me and my caffeine. I need it after that one drink.
But you've had quite a lot.
And your point being?
Just, you know, the voice of experience suggesting that you might come to regret.
Well, thank God I
At
don't
some
have to be
point.
group mom this time.
Do you think this is my first rodeo with 14 shots of espresso within an hour? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Sadly, my friend, I know that it's not.
So, what's your problem?
Oh, I don't have a problem just looking out for my friends, is all. That's all. Go ahead.
Well,
Feel free.
look the other way right now, because I need this in my life.
Oh goodness.
Swintha gives you your mug. There you go.
You're the best. And if you put 5 in here instead of 7, I will punch you. It won't hurt, but the point will be made.
I would never.
And that's why you're my
Anyways.
favorite.
Anyways.
Yeah.
What? There's more here than
So-
coffee?
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We're like finding out about what happened last night with
Oh,
Finnick.
sure. Nice man.
Indeed he was. He was a lovely man.
Shop
Have you
was
seen him
pretty
with
close.
anybody
He's not a man, he's a
different
bugbear.
lately? You hurt your what?
What?
He's not a man, he's a bugbear. Yeah. Sure.
Hmm.
A man would imply
Nice
he's
fellow.
human?
Not sure.
I'm
I
just saying.
quite-
Just nice fellow.
It's
How about nice fellow?
Literally in the name. Human. It's right there.
All right. Nice person.
There you go.
All right. I mean, no, it was pretty much him and Astigan usually doing their fabric stuff.
Hmm.
You haven't seen anyone new or strange hanging around recently?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there was them folk that came from the Nether Ascendancy. They were weird. The one fella came in here and was talking all about himself.
Oh,
The
really?
two that like left town yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. And one of them came in here.
Oh, yeah, they were asking all about them trees and a little bit about the summer festival, but I think he just wanted to compete. But then they left, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Well,
Can you tell us a little more about
I-
what they were saying? What this man was saying? You said he talked all about himself.
oh yeah, he kept saying, I'm Kenyon Levar or something. I don't know, he was big on himself. He looked like fire. That was weird.
Ah.
Didn't meet the lady that was with him, but I heard she had a bit of a fit upstairs in the temple.
Oh dear.
And that was something to do with why they left. She was all upset about them trees. I don't know.
I too am often upset about trees.
Yeah, but the sick trees aren't even around here.
Oh,
They're
those.
off. Yeah.
Hmm.
As far as, I mean, Astigan never really drank. Frenick didn't come in here very much. He was more for the squirrel's nest. It's a quiet spot, you know.
Hmm.
And he liked them
Okay.
honey cakes she makes over there.
Same.
Really?
Mm.
Honey cakes.
Have you not had those? They're fantastic.
Hmm.
Very good.
Squirrel nest's not one that I go to very often. I might have to change this.
Yeah. It's just a little spot. I guess it'd probably be kind of far from where you live, eh, Walkett?
Yeah, it would. But,
Alright, well, yeah.
if there is procurement to be done, one makes the best effort one can. As it were.
Yeah, fair. Any more coffee to go? She starts pulling out mugs.
Yes. I've already drank like half of the one she just made me.
She starts making some espresso, whatchamahoosit. And if anyone else wants coffee, she can pour some.
Elvis
Regular
says I'm not allowed to have that.
Are they here right now? I don't see them.
Coffee?
I would just have I would very much enjoy just an ordinary
Wonderful.
cup of coffee.
She pours you a black coffee, does not offer any kind of cream or sugar or anything, even though there's plenty of that going into whatever concoction she's making for
It's fine.
Betsy. And just hands you a cup of black coffee.
If I
What
might
about you?
have some sugar,
Oh,
please.
are you sure? All right.
I am. Yes.
You know, normally you
Takes out
try
just-
it before you doctor it. Just saying.
I have experience of the coffee from
She
this
gives you
place.
just a little like one of those little like ceramic bowls full of sugar with a spoon in it. Sure, here you go.
I immediately put 3 very large spoonfuls into the cup and stir vigorously before I try and drink it.
She kind of like leans down on the bar and like looks at Ferali. Elvis not here.
Do it.
You want some?
Do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ah, and she's like pouring a massive. Her goal in life is to get everyone addicted to coffee. There you go. Have a good day.
See you in like 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
Squirrel's
don't-
Nest?
Mm-hmm.
It seems sensible, yes.
I'm a little more awake now, so I definitely need something to eat. So hungry.
Okay.
So,
On
like,
your
about
way.
halfway over there, the coffee kicks in, and Ferelli is just like gone.
Perfect.
Just action dash, no key points needed.
She's just taking laps around the platform at that
Yep.
point.
Getting another workout in.
On your
You
left.
head over, you walk past A&F Garments and Stitchery on the way. It's all closed up. The curtains are all shut. And you find, like, go around this little corner and find this kind of little cottage-looking place with, like, slate tiles on the roof, which is sort of unusual. Like, roof tiles. And it's, like, painted. So it's, like, kind of cream-colored with, like, pink and yellow and green trim, and it's, like, one of those places that looks like a little gingerbread house. And you go inside, and you find, a woman named Anita Fiddlefern, who is a gnome. She's the owner of the Squirrel's Nest Tavern. And she is, like, frantically cooking little cakes. She, like, pulls out a tray, sets them out to cool, and then kind of, hello, and, like, take as many as you like, and then she, like, walks back into the kitchen and starts baking some.
You guys get there, and Ferelli's like halfway through a really animated story about the run that they went on that morning.
There's also a lady in here who's probably listening intently as if she's gonna get some big gossip. Her name is Hendra Alluvia. She's a water genasi. And she comes here and drinks tea, usually when her husband gets home from work, but apparently schedules are all thrown off because all the different, her husband's a grove warden, so all the different grove wardens have been kind of on wonky schedules because of what happened last night. Did you see anything on your run? Did you what did you do? Did you see the body?
Yeah, we saw it last night.
Seriously?
Yeah,
God,
all three of us. All four of us. We saw it last night.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
It was a lot grosser than I thought it would be.
Oh. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I heard him arguing the other day with his partner.
Like at the store?
Mm-hmm.
What were
Something
they
about a
arguing
new
about?
pattern that he didn't want to do it. He thought it was ugly.
And the partner wanted him to do it?
Yeah. Which I saw a glimpse of it and it looked ugly. It was all yellow. What the heck?
Yellow isn't even in season right now. Oh my
I
god.
know, right? As you come in, she's like, I know.
It's absolutely
The leaves are
orange right
green.
now. Exactly.
Kind of
True.
adjusts her slightly yellow tunic.
I don't mean your yellow. This is
Your gold, it's different.
it is different.
It's different.
Okay.
Yes. And Wocket's ears, as soon as that she heard mention of the argument, Wocket's ears prick up.
Yeah,
A
he
bit.
was Frennick was all worked up about this pattern, and he seemed all upset about something, but Astigan seemed to think it wasn't a big deal. I don't know.
Did somebody ask them to do this? Or was this something that,
I don't know. Maybe they had a buyer for it, but usually buyers come to Frennick to be make some art for me. You know what I mean?
we found out he does, custom pieces, right?
Yeah, he makes,
Yeah.
custom woven goods, custom dyed, yeah, all sorts of stuff.
So, what were they saying specifically? I know you're so good at listening, and I just want to make sure that we have the right information.
Okay, so...
You know what? You're just the best. You just know everything.
I mean, that's true.
I know. That's why I
and
said
she goes into this whole spiel about, they were arguing about this fabric. Frennick didn't like it. Frennick thought it was ugly, and he didn't understand why Astigan wanted it so badly. It didn't seem like she says, I mean, maybe they had a buyer for it, but he wasn't saying that there was. And that's about all she knows. I had to go back inside because one of my kids started screaming.
Oh my god, those little crouch goblins are so awful.
I know.
Not yours specifically, but in
They're
general.
so cute, though.
I guess.
Anyway.
So, your impression was that it was Astigan that wanted it.
I guess so.
That's remarkably helpful.
Is it? Helpful
It
for
is
what?
indeed. Just in general.
You know,
Glad I could help.
putting the puzzle pieces together of the that goes on around us. You know what I mean.
Drama.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I have to get going, but... Oh. I guess take some honey cakes for the road, y'all, because she has been baking up a storm. I've never seen her like this.
Is that normal for her?
No. I mean, she usually makes them for breakfast, but she looks over at the like pile in a giant like salad bowl and then a tray that's out cooling. And she's like, I don't know what's going on.
What's her name again?
Anita. Oh, this lady?
No,
Or-
the one that's baking.
Anita
The
Fiddleford.
one that is obviously stress baking, as somebody
Yes.
who also stress bakes.
Yes. Her name is Anita Fiddleford. I'll put it in our...
Like, just stick my head around the corner. Anita, what's wrong? You're stress baking.
I just think that everybody wants some honey cakes today. And she
Sweetie.
just like looks
Well, that-
frantic.
That's completely true. So you were saying you were hungry. Please.
Oh, I've already had like 3, but I'm gonna have like 5 more because I do not do things in halves.
Eat up.
I went
Oh,
on
don't
2
worry, I
runs
will.
today, so I'm definitely gonna have some.
Wonderful. They were
What?
Fennec's favorite, and then she starts like bawling,
Oh my
inconsolable.
My
He's got some every day.
A lot of people get them every day, though.
I know.
So
Were you guys like a thing?
What? No.
Okay.
He's just a really loyal customer and friend.
I'm sorry for your loss.
She's
And
Just
Wocket,
like
Wocket
pat,
goes.
pat.
Yeah, Wocket
you
goes round the counter and gives her a bit of a hug.
She's like crying into your shoulder.
Yes.
As you're like talking to her, you see that she's got a robe on over her normal like cooking clothes, and it's made of like very fine woven fabric with trees all over it and little ferns coming down from the collar. Probably something that she like got from him that he made for her.
It's very beautiful, is it? For Nick's work, I think. Looks like the sort of thing that he would. What a lovely
He gave
gesture
it to
make
me
this.
because he liked the cakes.
Aw. Well, that was very kind of him to be so appreciative of you.
Just like lean over to Betsy. How do we make it stop?
make what stop?
That.
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't know.
They're having
like
emotions.
more?
I will certainly be taking some with me, and my friends
Good.
are busily helping themselves as well.
They're very
Okay.
good. The tears
Great.
make them extra, like, extra.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just take like a small plate of them and just like hold open my satchel and dump them in and then set the plate back down because like I don't know what else to do.
Should make some more, and she just like goes back in the kitchen, starts.
My friend and I Wocket follows her. My friend,
Uh-huh.
I wonder. Obviously, what friend was a very dear friend. I wonder, had he spoken to you about anything recently that he was concerned about? You know, as a close friend, you know, confiding.
No.
Not that you can think of.
No,
well.
he just came and he got his cakes.
And then he
I
left,
see.
right?
And then he left.
And then he died.
And he's never coming back. She like starts wailing again.
At this point, Frawley's like slowly edging towards the door because she doesn't know what to do.
You're really
It's
awkward.
perfectly all right. It's perfectly all right, my
Eldeth
friend. but
is
that's gently.
made of stone, I'm pretty sure. I don't see crying a lot. It's weird.
Mm.
That's probably true.
I mean, I get it, but like, it's just tears.
The last time I cried, she told me to rub dirt on it and walk it off.
That seems really unhealthy, and you might get an infection.
Indeed. Yuck. No, thank you.
But, like, you weren't boning him or anything, were you?
No.
Did you
I'm
want to?
married. No.
That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Inside check?
Go for it.
Guidance.
I should see if she wants.
Natural one.
I
That tracks.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
The
Shut
crying is
up,
a lot,
Cedar.
though,
Like, I just don't understand. This seems like a very exaggerated a response to a customer dying. Okay. I start edging
Come back
away as
later
well.
if you want some fresh ones.
Oh yeah, I've taken like a whole tray.
Yeah.
Did
They are
you
really
hear
good.
anything weird or see anything weird recently?
No.
I say from like the doorway.
Well, there were some people that stayed here that were from far away.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were weird.
Oh,
Like, elf lady? Oh, her name is Miel, which is kind of like honey.
indeed.
In what
Okay.
language?
So they stayed here.
They stayed here. They were nice. The guy was a little strange.
He talked about himself a lot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he woke up kind of late.
And he was on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's it, though.
That's interesting.
I mean, not
They
a lot of
stayed.
weird stuff happens around here.
Okay, thanks for the cakes. Bye.
She's just an emotional mess.
Like that was really a lot. That was too much.
Just realized my satchel is gonna be so sticky now.
Yeah.
Wasn't it always sticky? You seem like a very sticky person.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that's
bathe.
Walkett with the sticks.
Dicky. I get it.
Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate your pity laugh.
Sticks.
Very important distinction. They're twigs, they're not
Indeed.
sticks.
So,
I
do we
did.
wanna talk to him again about the argument, or do we want to go to the other bar first?
I think
We're
we
getting
should
a lot of
like,
the same information.
but we got new information here. So I think we should assemble all of our information and then go and just like interrogate him.
Maybe stop by the blacksmith and get something shiny.
Yes.
Okay.
So we go to the other bar.
Okay.
The other
Go in.
bar.
Yes.
Other.
The owner here, well, you would have met them last night. This is Franklin Redmere. Just a human dude.
Totally
Kind of a,
regular
like,
human
jovial
dude.
fellow. A jovial fellow. Kind of real friendly. One of those like one of those people that has a laugh like, ha! You know, like that.
Just a guy being a dude.
Just a guy being a dude and selling beer.
Totally human and definitely not a demon, Franklin. Got it.
He's like
Make an
literally
insight
every
check.
bartender here in my home state. Got it.
Guidance. It doesn't matter.
Good morning. Good morning, Franklin. How are you this morning?
Seems human.
14.
Good.
Despite
Considering.
the unpleasantness that occurred last night. Yes, indeed, yes. I know we were all here partaking of your hospitality
Sure.
last night, but I just wondered, did anything perhaps occur after we left?
No, I mean, I was cleaning up, getting ready to fall asleep myself. I did hear the shout. And then...
Did you hear anything before it?
No, not really. It's usually pretty quiet around here, you know, after a certain time. I mean, this place is as rowdy as it gets into the wee hours of the morning. So,
God, this place sounds like my hometown.
maybe
So
it is.
bad. Like every small Midwest town ever.
Oh, you know,
whole
Don't
fucking
you know
place
we're gonna
shuts
get
down
you
at
some
10 p.m.
ambrosia, and then we're
pretty
gonna.
chill around here. Just
Friday
got
fish
some,
fries and oh my
just
god.
some beer, and boy, if you'd like some cheese curds, we got some bar snacks for you. Let me tell you. Except they don't have any cows here, so there's no cheese curds. They might have goats. If I remember correctly.
Goat cheese is pretty fucking rockin'.
It is pretty good.
Any hoozle.
So you heard nothing before the shout?
No, not really.
Running feet or raised voices or anything like that?
No, not that I can think of.
Did you see anybody out of the ordinary besides the elf and the fire genasi?
Unless they did
we
something
keep
really
hearing about.
weird.
Oh, that fire guy was here. Yeah.
He's
Real
been
rowdy,
everywhere
though.
apparently.
He really wanted to get into the sort of thing we do with the one-on-ones fighting pit kind of thing for the summer festival. He was asking all about that.
You mean the fight pit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Uh-huh.
He seemed to really think that he could take down Rangrim if Eldith can't, so I don't know
Really?
about that though. He was pretty confident in himself. I mean, he said his own name a lot, so you know.
Oh no, he's
But,
not one of those people that speaks in third person, is he?
No, but he does the thing where he goes, "It's me, Kenyon Lavar. You've heard of me." I don't know. He's
If I ever
wearing
meet this
heavier
guy, I'm
armor
gonna call
than
him
we-
Canyon.
Haven't.
Canyon.
Mm.
He was wearing heavier armor than we usually see around here, and he had a pretty big sword. Maybe he does
Compensating
have
for
shots.
something.
Everything.
I should
okay.
mention that these are my friends that just learned.
Yeah,
how
we know.
to
That's
play
why we're.
D&D.
At least I
and-
know. That's why I'm ripping on him.
So my friend is the elf, and her husband is the paladin, the fire genasi paladin.
I feel bad now.
No, he really does do that every time he went to a bar. He was like, "It's me, Kenyon Lavar. You've heard of me." It's
I
very
love that
funny.
for him. That's great.
Yep.
Do
Well,
you think we should look at where it happened up here?
Yeah,
'Cause we
probably.
didn't really last night.
Mm.
It was too
But
dark.
it was too dark. Yes, it was very difficult to
What,
really
you can't see in the dark?
anything. Well,
No, actually, I can't.
Oh. Me neither.
well,
Totally normal human.
I
Good
as
old
it happens,
human Betsy.
can. But you know, there were a lot of people around by the time we got to this point, and difficult to see anything very much. So I think, Ferrari, that's a very good idea.
I have them occasionally.
It's definitely the
I know.
caffeine. You should have more of it.
Mm.
Okay. So you go over to. It's right over here. That is roughly where people started gathering and where you saw the hole in the trees. Right here.
Can we like investigate the platform, like look for
Yeah.
blood stains, all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, there's a big
I'd
red
say-
one right there.
Blue's Clues thing.
That's just a mark
We're
on the
looking for
map.
the pub,
okay? Yeah, go. Feel free to do investigation, or I would say survival.
That's better for me, so I'm gonna try. that.
I'll assist you to give you advantage.
Nice.
Oh, that's better. 21.
Okay.
I will do an investigation because my bonus is very high in investigation.
Do it. Do it.
No, over there.
Ugh.
No, not there.
Not there.
What? Like it's hard?
Oh.
13.
Oh wow.
My memory
Okay.
is crap.
Wow. Okay. Pretty good. So between the
My
two of
investigation bonus
you,
is high.
yeah, rogues. Between the two of you, you find a couple of things. You can see, so survival-wise, for Raleigh, you can see like on the edge of the platform, there's like scrape marks where it looks like his boots, like he must have been
Digging his
pushed
heels
and
in?
trying to like dig his heels in, grip with his feet, and there's some like scratches on the wood from his boots trying to keep himself from falling. And in terms of the investigation, there are some drops of red up here. They're not super obvious. You would guess that the Grove Wardens probably did see them, but Lockett, you see them also. There's like a couple feet back from the edge, so it looked like it's not like he was standing right up against the edge. Someone would have had to incapacitate him basically with a weapon and then shove him. All of you saw, and since you were all kind of helping each other look this over too, and you all saw the body, he was kind of like half face down.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did he land
So-
face up or face down?
Either he was the stabs were in the front, so either he was stabbed with someone facing him and he spun around and fell, or someone came up behind him, stabbed him in the front, and then pushed him.
That seems kind of silly.
Yeah.
Let me just give you a big bear hug from behind and stab you a couple times and then shove you. You know what was probably happening? They were definitely fucking.
You think everybody's doing that?
Am I wrong?
Yes.
You're just mad because I haven't said you're fucking.
No, that doesn't bother me at all. Has to be said. But there we are.
It's totally just nature, guys. I don't know why you are so upset about it.
So I was upset.
Like,
You
I
asked a
get the
question,
idea,
I answered it.
but it sounds weird to me. But anyways,
You do have a good point, though, that it would be very silly. It wouldn't be an effective way to attack somebody, to come up from behind and try and stab them in the front.
I mean, unless you're huge, but like, he was a big guy.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. He's a bugbear. They are large.
So, yeah, probably he was stabbed in the front and then, like, pushed, and then he spun and did some, like, ballerina shit before falling over.
Yes.
I usually spin before I fall over too.
Why is that?
I don't know.
In my case, it's to make sure I don't land on my left hip. Because my left hip would not approve.
Well, I don't think your right hip would approve either.
But it's less likely to disapprove than my right and my left one.
Hydrate, y'all.
Thank you, Kane.
Thank you, Kane.
I mean, there's also the possibility that there was, like, more than one person.
Thank you,
Oh, that's a
Cedar.
very good.
I had to. It was a valid point. Like,
It was. It was.
and it would make sense, like, if they're, canoodling and then somebody comes up and, like,
Or, they were talking and then somebody surprised him. As, like, a
I
distraction.
mean, if you want to be boring about it, sure. I'm just trying to make it interesting, okay?
Rocket proceeds to have a look
Is there any
on the
sign of
ground
blood?
to see if there are any evidence of footprints or anything
There was
like that.
a couple of drops.
If his boots were able to, yes, a little bit. If there was evidence of him trying to not fall over, leaving indents in the ground, there might be other footprints of the people, whoever it was who was trying to push him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You could make a survival check also if you would like.
Guidance.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
The blood drops that we did find, did they seem like they, like, lead off in a direction? Because if they were, like, holding the weapon still, it would drip for a little bit.
And there would be, like, blood splatter. Unless he wasn't killed here, but then there would still be a lot of blood.
I'll say... Well, let me do this survival roll first.
Hang on. I'm getting
Maybe.
another from there. 17.
Ah, okay.
Seems to be
Yeah.
my number, right?
Because up here it is wood, you don't necessarily see, like, a bunch of footprints of other people, except where there's the most little bit of blood spatter, which is probably where you think he was standing. There's, like, the corner of a smooth looking, like, curve in a little bit of the blood. And as you notice this, and Ferali is starting to look for like tracks leading away, and you're like pointing out this like spot where clearly their shoe got in it. You see little spots in this same shape walking back, like, well, let me use the measuring thing. This way, and then like going back this way, and then it's kind of going this way.
Jeez, lots of blood on his shoe.
And then, like, by the time it gets all the way up there, it kind of wears off. Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you kind of follow those for a little ways, and then they become too hard to see.
Peter out.
Do the Betsy, do you have friends that are of the canine variety that are good at tracking?
No, but I can be one. And I turn into a direwolf.
Jeez. Okay, great. I think you just get advantage on like smell checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being wolfish does that.
Yes, yes.
You turn into this
Oh.
direwolf and Icarus flies over and sits on your head.
I am the most fearsome.
Yes.
And yeah, you can make a perception check with advantage.
Un momento, please. I am pulling up the wolf stats.
Wolf.
Oh! Oh, it's just a wolf. It's not a dire wolf, but same thing. Perception. Oop. It's the first time I've ever done this on D&D Beyond, so hang on.
Oh.
Oh, God. I'm rolling like
Okay.
trash. Like trash.
See. You start to follow, like, you followed it here with what you could see. Now you're a wolf, and you can smell this, like, blood, and you, like, get a whiff of, like, some of it that was on the fabric and everything that you guys found him holding. And you start to, like, follow a zigzagging path between buildings, kind of going up and down streets, like all different directions. It's going between houses, going past the pine cone. It's coming all the way up over here. It goes all the way around. You're like walking through the city, just like we've just been all these different places. And it comes down around here. And eventually comes back here.
It's at Walkett's house. I knew it.
Walkett's house is on the first level.
Except
Oh,
for
I
that
thought-
just comes
This
out
isn't
in
anywhere
like
near.
wolf.
Yeah, yeah. Ow.
You end up at a familiar building with the door closed and the curtains drawn. And you smell the same smell on the door handle.
Like paw at the door. Make sad dog whimpering noises.
Okay. It's so sad.
I know.
Rocket puts her hand in her pocket and just pulls something out and looks at it, and then it's, yeah, fine. Holds it out. That was very helpful of you, Betsy. Here, treat.
What do you give me?
It's a little lump of sort of dried meat.
Mm.
I eat it.
Good.
You wait a couple minutes. No one comes to the door.
I keep scratching.
Does it sound like there's anybody in there?
Make a perception check.
Does it? Oh, I can do that at advantage too. Because I'm doing so good. Oh, hey, okay, 19.
Oh.
Got an 8. I'm on fire, you guys.
Literally. Just kidding.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, okay. Don't fart, anybody? What?
Because she was doing a smell check.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I don't want to kick your door in, but I will.
None of you hear anything.
Rocket reaches forward and just tries the door. See if it is actually locked.
Locked.
You want to do your thing, Rocket? If you can't, I'll kick it in.
Yes.
But
Yes. No, that's fine.
it's a little easier on the hinges if you do it.
Yeah, and she gets her thieves' tools out and
Okay.
finds the lockpick.
Do you have expertise in those by any chance?
I do.
Okay. So it should be it'll be your roll plus your dexterity plus whatever, like it's like twice your proficiency, so +3 +4. So yeah, +7. Similar to like what your investigation is. Oof.
Okay.
You're a forest gnome, right?
I am a forest gnome, yes.
Okay.
That was a 1.
So
That was a 1.
that was a 1, so it's an 8.
Can
You
kick the door in?
You can try to.
Or can Hilda kick the door in?
Yeah, either one of us.
Yeah.
Hilda and I just look at each other and then kick the door in together.
Okay. Would you like
Very
to roll
complex
with her?
knocking mechanism.
Or do you want her to roll with advantage? It's gonna be athletics. If that matters.
We can roll. She can roll with advantage. It's fine.
Okay. 18. She kicks it once, twice, and then the third time it busts in. As you go in, you see the familiar large workroom. It's left pretty much entirely as you saw it yesterday. To the right side of the building, you see the large loom and several other supplies for weaving, finished fabrics, tests for patterns, equipment for preparing and spinning fabric, and small buckets for dyeing toward the center of that side of the room. To the left, you see a large flat work table, bolts of fabric, spools of thread in a variety of colors, scissors, leather tooling materials, and various leather hides. And of course, you see the 2 doors to the different quarters for each of them.
Check the one that we didn't check yesterday.
Okay, it is locked.
Lock it. You want to try again?
Yes, please.
All right.
I need to restore my my reputation here. D20.
Meanwhile, I'm just giving
Ugh.
Betsy scritches. My dragon claws.
11.
11, okay. It feels like it's going better, but it still doesn't want to come unlock.
You really do use some very strange locking mechanisms. It's room.
I sigh heavily and help Hilda kick this door in.
Okay. What weapon does it have?
Can you guys hear the fireworks going off outside?
No, I cannot. I don't think Hilda has a weapon. Nope, she has a great axe. There it is. I was like, what am I looking for? Okay. She starts trying to kick this door down, and I'll try it in case she crits. It does not move nearly as easily, so she pulls out her axe and starts chopping at it.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. That hits. Okay. After a couple minutes of whacking with that level of force, takes about 6 rounds, so 36 seconds, to get a big enough hole in the door that you can open this.
Holy crap, what was this door reinforced with?
Is a sturdy door.
It was mahogany or something.
Teak.
Absolutely.
No. No. All right, so you managed to get this door open. It takes a little bit of work, but you managed to get it open. You find a room very much different from what you saw on the other side of the building in Frennick's quarters. The bed is messy and unmade with the blanket on the floor. There are 2 chairs and an end table in this room, all of which are piled up with books, papers, clothes, all sorts of stuff. Astigan's small wardrobe has been left cracked open as well, and you see there are other little bits and pieces of clothing and paper peeking out of the door of the wardrobe. Essentially, this room is a freaking mess. There's stuff everywhere. There's like clothes on the floor. It's like got a funky smell, like that stale smell when, like you just
Teenage
leave
bedroom.
all you kind of like you leave all your like remnants of like food scraps and dirty clothes, and you never do your laundry, and it's all just like ick.
10 cups under your bed.
Teenager bedroom.
Yeah, kind of. So there you go.
Yeah.
Start digging around.
Does it look like he's
trying to...
been here in the last couple of hours?
Make a survival check. And yeah, you said you wanted to start digging around in some of the stuff?
22.
Yeah, I'm looking for...
Natural 20. Sorry.
I'm looking for anything, like the murder weapon tracking the smell that I've been following. See if there's any source.
Yeah. You can make a, because you're still a wolf, so make a perception check with advantage. And then,
Oops.
walk it. If there's anything in particular that you would like to look at, let me know. Or look for.
22.
Dang, okay.
We both got 22.
All right.
Twinsies.
Well, first of all, so just trying to tell if he's been here within the last few hours. Let's see. At this point in the day, you've kind of been around town. It's getting close to lunchtime. I would say you don't think he has. And because you got a nat 20, he probably left here pretty early this morning. Left the house pretty early. In terms of the 22 perception check from the wolf, you're still on like the scent of the blood and phrenic, like the cloth, the blood, all of that. And what you find is in the like cushier looking chair that's like, kind of like an armchair, you smell blood at the bottom of a pile of crap, and you like stick your nose in there and you pull out one of those long bobbins with blood on it.
Yeah, I do. And I do like the little prancy, like tippy tappy dance that dogs do when they're happy.
Heck yes.
Blech.
Anyone else looking for anything specific? Or anything in general? Any other checks you want to make in here? Things you want to
I think I want to go. Well, I know I don't want to, but I think I should go and investigate the cupboard that has bits sticking out.
I'll say make an investigation check. The DC is less high on this because when you open it, you'll get a pretty good idea. But you might find other things with a good check.
Indeed. Investigation check, you said, yeah?
Yes.
14 plus 7, 21.
Ooh. Okay, dang. Everybody's rolling good
I'm
now.
good at investigating.
Okay. That's good, because all the good stuff's in this room. It's a good time to roll well. When you open this wardrobe, you see that it has been almost entirely emptied of clothes. There are papers crumpled up and posted up all over the inside of the wardrobe, covered with spiral patterns and images of eyes with spirals in the center of them instead of the typical iris and pupil. You find a candle inside and little bits of burned material scattered about, a couple sticks of charcoal, a crayon, some small but well-made dinner knife that has kind of like a pearlescent handle, or like mother of pearl. You see what looks like cut up sticks and vines and drops of some dark substance dripped on the wood of the wardrobe floor. And you see spiral patterns have been cut into the wood inside here as well. Also, I'll say, since you all rolled really well and you're just like casing this room, as you're kind of digging through the stacks of like papers and clothes and stuff in here, you see that some of these pages in the room are torn, some are crumpled up, some are entirely blank. And like there's the spirally ones that have been stuck up in the cabinet, but some of the ones that are in the stacks are have like dark red smears and black powdery residue on them, and several of them are covered with spidery, inky writing scribbled all over them in very tiny print. Inspecting these, you see it seems to say the same thing over and over, but it's in a language that none of you speak. Including Hilda. I checked.
Hmm. Can we identify what language it might be just by what it looks like?
Or you could make just like a intelligence check. I'll make one for Hilda also. Even though she only gets a +0. Hilda got a 9.
I got a 10.
7. That tracks.
Oh no.
Maybe Kitsani and the others will know.
3, 11.
11. Okay.
11.
None of you are quite sure. It
Mhm.
does not look super familiar.
I do a doggy shrug.
Tilt your head to the side.
Mm, mm.
You hear like 6 vertebrae crack. And it's
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything stuffed between his
Rocket.
mattresses?
Indeed.
Mm.
Rocket picks up one of the pieces of paper that has some of this writing
The writing.
on,
Okay.
and sort of pockets it. Yeah, and pockets it and sort of says, Captain Kitani will want to see this.
Yeah. Looking under the mattress, you don't see anything under there. It seems like like his sheets are like half pulled off the mattress. It almost looks like you don't even know if he like tried to sleep in it last night. Like this room is a disaster. It looks like somebody tore it apart, basically. And there's just crap everywhere.
Does it look intentionally trashed, or does it look like somebody who didn't know what they were looking for came through here and just knocked a bunch of shit all over the place? Because there's a big difference between somebody intentionally trashing a room.
Yeah. It does not. Let me see. How do I want to say this? It does not look intentionally trashed in terms of like someone coming in and turning the room over. And
It's just like lived in.
yes, that is
Okay.
exactly it. It looks like someone has been living in here this way and it's just all gone to shit.
Okay.
Which, like,
My dining room.
my bedroom. Uh, compared to the way the workroom is laid out, you would never guess that they're the same people.
Yeah.
Like, either something is weird or someone was upset, which makes sense a little bit. Or something else is going on, which also makes sense a little bit based on what you found.
But it takes a long time for a room to get that way. So like
Yeah.
it looks like it's been like this for a hot minute, right? Like
Yeah.
like he just hid it from the public maybe.
At least a week.
Okay.
Been messy like this.
When did the invoice get paid?
About a week.
Mm.
You recall that's when the vendors came through. They usually set up on the ground level and set up like tables and booths and things, sell their stuff. Our players have.
Is it?
Oh.
Is it
Yeah.
just me, or does it look to the others three as though perchance he's trying to hide this spiral stuff because it's all on the inside of the cupboard? Just
Yeah.
And I mean, finding the
go...
weapon is at least I'm guessing this is the weapon. I suppose we better take that to Captain Kitani too.
It does not look
This
like
bush.
anyone has even attempted to clean that off. They just shoved it down in a chair, basically.
Which does
I
not.
mean, there's the chance it was planted, but also I don't think so. Given the stuff in the wardrobe, we should maybe see if Kitani and Herman can grab him for questioning again.
Wherever he is. 'Cause, I mean,
And I
this
wouldn't mind
place is
getting a
such
closer
mess,
look
you
at that
can't even tell.
necklace.
Indeed. Yes. I find myself wishing I had been a little firmer with him last night and actually got him to hand that over. But maybe still.
Well,
What is
with
done is
that,
done.
we'll give you some time to think about it, because now would be a good time probably to take a break.
Sounds good. We'll be right
and We'll
back.
come back afterward.
Yep. where your arm sort of moves forward. Yeah, exactly.
Hello, we're back.
Hi.
They're making fun of me. Because my stream deck cord is so small, I have to lean over and get it.
That's not why.
Oh, it's just my face. Okay.
No.
Oh no, absolutely not. Pastor,
I'm
what are you
kidding.
doing?
Literally kicking me.
She's doing the back paw biscuits again, isn't she? In your back. Yeah.
She's
Okay.
like, I can't sit on this chair this way, so I'm gonna make you suffer.
Maybe if you didn't lean forward like a gremlin.
She's the reason I lean forward like a gremlin.
You are the dominant species in that house.
Bitch, you live with cats. You know exactly that's not true.
I will absolutely not sit like a gremlin unless I wish to sit like a gremlin.
Which is all the time. So
No, it's not. I'm actually pretty good. Anyway.
I do the thing where I start out the day sitting like a normal human being, and by the end of the day, I'm like this. And I don't even notice I do it. It's great.
Yep. Good times.
Woo. Okay. So when we left off, y'all had just broken into A&F Garments and Stitchery and discovered some interesting things in Astingen's room. Weird, creepy spiral drawings.
His porn.
A bunch of like
I knew
charcoal
somebody
and
would.
stuff.
Posture check everyone.
Nope.
Posture check. Artemis.
I'm sitting upright.
Some pages with something written on them that you can't tell what language it is, and the murder weapon. Dun, dun, dun. And that's where we left off. So you just found a whole bunch of carp.
Fish?
Yep. You just found a whole bunch of crap in Astigan's room. And it's a mess in here. What would you like to do now?
We should go to Kitani.
Yep.
I think so.
Are you again?
I mean,
I'll unwild shape. I'll de-shape myself. And I'm going to cast locate object.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm
What you looking for?
the locket or the amulet.
Okay. You cast locate object and you feel nothing.
It's not within 1,000 feet?
Nope.
Balls. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Maybe somebody at the temple will have scrying or something.
Maybe somebody at the temple when I was going or something. I'd leave.
but
On
Betsy,
the way.
you did very well. You were very helpful. Good job.
Don't patronize me.
I wasn't. Dear
On
me.
your way
Not even
up
be nice to her now.
On your way up to platform 3, you swing by and grab Betsy some more coffee.
Clearly the coffee has run out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. You head back. You head back up to platform 3. You see the familiar Grove House Temple, the smaller Sanctuary of Hours, and the Warden Barracks It's pretty easy to get someone to go fetch Kitani. You would think that she's probably at least had some sleep by now, right? So, you're
Yeah, I was
able
going to
to,
ask, what time is it now?
yeah, you're able to grab her. She is a half elf, so she's probably just had a nap. She's not had a full sleep. But nonetheless,
She comes out and we just
she
leave
comes
her.
out. Yeah. And she's like stifling a yawn. Oh, okay, you're here, so that means you probably found something, right?
No, we
Tell
just
me you
woke you
found
up for
something.
fun.
Skip the snark and tell me what happened.
I can't skip the snark. It is who I am as a person. Anyway, murder weapon. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Where did you find this?
In a couch cushion.
In Astigan's bedroom.
I go through and explain all of the steps that we took, like in a very sort of like monotone voice too, just like very direct and clinical explaining it, because
And
that's
then we
how
went
Eldith
to
wants.
Oh
and
my
then we went to
god,
the
I'm
edge of the
gonna
platform, and
fucking
we found
die. Walkett, you have an inspiration from Cedar.
I was just going to say, thank you, Cedar.
Okay.
I'll trade you for a cat.
Oh, interesting. So you
Also,
found the
there was
murder
a lot of
weapon.
carving.
Carving. Okay.
The weird spiral shit. And this. The repeating all work, no play, Jack makes Jack a dull boy
Okay.
thing.
Interesting.
We can't read it. What does it say?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, who invited you?
Nope, she doesn't know. Natural one. There's. Oh man. She like looks over at the Sanctuary of Hours, where there's just a bunch of like kind of spaced out clerics sitting on cushions, like staring at the sky and praying. And she's like, someone over there might know. There's a cleric. Jeez. He's so old. She's probably like 150, so it's weird that she would say he's so old, but there you have it.
Old people are gross, obviously.
Yeah. Well, it's not that he's gross, it's more the clerics at the Grove House, they kind of mesh with us and what we do a little bit more, you know? It's all like nature and whatever.
I know, right?
The Sanctuary of Hours, they're just a little strange. They get a little spacey, and when they get old enough, they get a little senile. And she just kind
That
of,
was
like,
really aggressive.
well, they spend all their time dreaming and staring at the sky and
I mean,
about
have you had any, like, gillyweed?
time.
Because, like, let me tell you, you have enough of that, and you're gonna stare at the sky, too, all spaced out.
Yeah, well, and I mean, they're basically like super solitary, so you spend that much time in your own head, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, I
What?
have no idea, because usually whatever I think comes out of my mouth.
Yes.
Hi, Ram.
Ram has a filter. Betsy does not.
Unless Ram is talking to the gods, then Ram doesn't. Not
Oh,
take the
then
filter.
no, that's fair.
different.
That is fair, but that's different. They don't count.
Yeah. Okay. Kitani takes like a deep breath and then leads you all across this like little short rope bridge to the Sanctuary of Hours. And she talks for a moment to this like tall elven woman, and she like looks over. You would know this is Akina Cetraban, and she kind of looks at all of you, and she holds up a finger and leaves for a minute and comes back with a tiny little halfling with the wildest, frizziest, like white hair and a like mustache that has grown way too long and has not been groomed, and it's like sort of half in his mouth. And
Ew.
and
That is so unhygienic. Here, let me help you, because this is a travesty.
and he's like, no,
No, I insist, because no, it's not a food saver. It is a mustache.
no.
Yes.
He's got like little tiny spectacles.
I glare back at him. Just hold still. It's gonna take 2 seconds. And I like yank it a little bit too hard and then wipe my hands on Ferali's robe. There you go. Disgusting.
What do you want?
Read
he's, like,
this.
a little bit grumpy, a little bit just like the tiniest little fellow. And just like,
Is he related to Bilfist?
he's wearing like all the various like clerics and acolytes in here have like kind of sky blue robes, but like so many layers, just like voluminous like draping of fabric. And he takes this paper and immediately just kind of goes, he just kind of like stares off into space, and you start to hear him murmuring
out loud in common, please.
Like, does it seem like Does
And
it
he's
seem
like-
like he's like reacting to like
the
like
paper
this okay.
or what's on it. And
Maybe
after
yoink it out
a
of his
minute,
hand?
he's like, "Oh, you can if you want to."
Well, like if he seems like it's like causing him distress.
Kind of. But also, it's like he's not even reading the paper. It's like he's seeing something else.
Hello.
Mm.
In common,
Okay.
please.
What it says?
This. That he kind of
Yes.
like flings it like he doesn't want to touch it.
Hey, that is evidence in a murder case. Bitch, please.
Oh, very bad then. Very bad.
What does it say?
Why?
Abyss hole, it says the word Bedlam over and over and over again in teeny tiny writing. And when I touch it, I have visions of weird darkness, and the sky is falling up, and steps go down into the ocean, and stars are falling, and the ground is freezing, and there's a man with a cube for his head, and he's riding a deer underwater with snakes for legs, and the trees are unraveling, and the air is on fire.
What
Did
the
your nose fall off too?
fuck?
And that's what it looks like when you touch this paper. Now, you guys didn't see any of that, but the people here are a little bit sensitive to other powers.
Can I? The stuff you guys do to like space out and look at the sky, could I have some of that? Because that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, boring.
And prayer and prayer.
Oh, even worse.
Worse will make time stop for you. Yes.
What, Will?
Morris.
Morris?
Loris, it's a god.
I know, I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay.
Sort of glares at you. Bedlam. Bedlam. That is what's coming. Goodbye. And he walks away.
Wait! Did you just
What?
say that
What?
this was? Did you just say that this was abyssal language?
Yes.
Ew! Thank you.
Ew? That's a little,
Who's
rude.
the god of chaos in this world again?
I feel like it takes a lot for Wocket to be like, ew.
Oh my god, ew.
Oh, that cleric's name was Serdic Puttyfoot.
Oh,
He's so cute and
Of
so
course
grumpy.
it was.
The god of chaos in this world is Verit. He's the god of chaos and destruction, absurdity, impermanence, and pain.
I just like look at Kitani like, the fuck are we supposed to do with this?
Clearly this is above our pay grade. Unless you want to, like, put us on the payroll.
Like actually hire us?
I think last session too, didn't Hilda do a religion check? That was like,
Maybe
the spirals are associated with Verit.
with Verit.
also. Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like you have a bad god problem in town.
I don't like that.
Are we supposed to
Okay.
like it?
So Astigan, I assume, when you broke into his house,
Yeah,
was
we
not
broke his
home?
front door.
And then
Right.
his bedroom
Well,
door.
Arnick won't care. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
they have very complex locks in that place.
Can you put your like people on trying to find him? I don't have any real like magic. I
He's
make
not
fire.
within 1,000 feet at the very least. That I can tell you.
If you need something started on fire, I'm your girl. But otherwise, I got nothing. Or if you need me to punch a hole in something.
Well, at the moment, we don't need that. But who knows? Someday, maybe. She's
Yes,
trying
fire
to
in a
look for-
tree is very wise.
Well, there is.
It was only one little fire, okay? I'm sorry.
I think there's a druid that does some of that around here. Anyway, perhaps Maria's back. We could talk to her. She'd be able to look and see if she could find him. I guess. She'd be at the Grove House.
She's back already? I thought they were going on like an expedition.
Yes, but I heard they just got back. But I think there's more they have to do, but
Okay.
Now then, yeah, I think we should probably go and see her. I think this would be wise.
alright. Thank you. Thank Serdic for us, I guess. That was weird. Okay, follow me. She like takes you out and you have to like go back to, well, no, there's a platform but there's a bridge that goes over to the Grove House. Okay, so you like walk around kind of the side of the Sanctuary of Hours, or like there's a door that you can go out through the back, and you head over to the Grove House. Inside there is a kind of statuesque bald woman, with like very dark skin, who's like wearing kind of like very colorful caftan, and she is sort of sitting and resting. She looks kind of like dirt, like she's got like dirt all over her from something.
She
and
looks
she's
like
just kind of
dirt.
lounging. Looks like dirt. On her very nice clothes. And in the it's like this big circular building, and in the center of it is a giant tree trunk, and the tree comes out the top.
Question: did I think that Katani was talking about Briar? It took me a minute to get through my notes.
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't find the name. I'm like, shit, what's that guy's name?
Yes.
Okay.
He lives in the woods, not in the city.
Okay.
You go in, and she kind of like, she's like lounging, but she kind of perks up a little bit and like, Katani, yes. We just got back temporarily. They went off to get something. I don't know. But then we'll probably head back out. I heard there was some sort of commotion or something.
Somebody was murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah. Stabbed and then thrown
Ooh.
off the second platform.
Who?
Finnick.
Oh no. That
Estegon's
Is,
involved somehow.
fortunate. What? How?
You don't know yet.
Murder weapon.
Who was in his room? We need to find him though.
Okay. I can help with that. I assume that's why you're here, and Katani is just like...
I like take the badge that they gave me out of my back pocket and like show them.
Is that... She just kind of looks at Katani, and Katani's like...
And then I put it back
Like,
in
not
my
saying
back
any
pocket.
words.
We're deputized, motherfucker.
Okay, give me just a minute. She like gets up and goes to, she's like 6 feet tall. She goes to grab
Me too.
a couple things. Oh yeah, you are. So she'd be about as tall as you. She goes to grab a couple things, and she comes back a little bit cleaned up, and she's got like silver bowl of some kind that has like and there's like a tray, like a wooden tray that's like polished, and it's got like different kinds of incense around it, and there's like leaves and herbs, and she sets up this whole ritual, and she starts scrying on him. Do you give her anything to assist with the scrying? Although she knows him, but...
Can we give her that piece of fabric?
Piece of fabric that he was holding, not the one that we found.
Yeah.
And the murder weapon.
I have to say it like that every time now.
So she kind of sits there, and her eyes kind of go like kind of mossy green. And you see like little like tendrils of like lichen and stuff start to like grow down the edges of her face. And she starts to scry. For good measure. Nope. Okay, so she sits there and she starts telling you everything she sees. It looks like
A man.
he's walking. He's not here. And she's like looking around. But she's not looking at you. She's looking somewhere else. He's not following a path per se, or at least it's not the road. Sort of like a dirt track. Maybe this wide? It's a darker part of the forest. Very wild. Hold on. He's going... There's some sort of hill. And there's like... opening? I think he's going inside. Okay. Hold on. It's dark. Oh. There are goblins. Lots of goblins. And there's some people in here? They're just kind of staring off into space. Interesting. And then she sees... Hi, Sherry. She explains that he seems to be looking for someone. He is brought to some goblin that is very well ornamented with, and is wearing like a large amulet with like a spiral carved into it. And he kneels, and then they're just staring at each other. They're not saying anything. Interesting. Maybe they're speaking mentally? I'm not sure. And then, okay, he's following the goblin somewhere deeper into the hill, and then her vision fades and she comes back.
Sorry, everybody who was there was staring sort of blankly, or was it just the people, non-goblins?
Just the people, non-goblins, and there were only a couple of them here and there.
Were they staring like those guys over there? And I point at the temple.
Oh, you mean the Warris folk? No. They were staring like their brains were empty.
Was there a gnome?
Oh, one or two shorter folk. Some humans.
Totally normal, absolutely non-weird humans?
Yeah, there might have been a Genasi in there. Maybe a half-orc.
Why do you hate me?
Didn't see any elves, but I guess that's not that unusual. If they were charmed in some way, elves... It's hard to do that to elves, you know.
Does that sound familiar to anybody? Like where it would be? Because it sounds gross and it's not really my vibe.
Does that sound familiar?
You can make history checks if you would like.
I can't. Shari is in the way. Can't even get to my mouse.
Got a 6.
Hurry, click the mouse. Click the history check.
Help your mama. Scoop the kitten. Oh, there's the baby.
She's
like, no, mama. No.
I would really just like put you down, but then you had to flail.
Oh no.
I rolled a 6 as well.
no.
Okay.
Natural 20. It's not my vibe, but I know everything
Yeah.
about it because it's in my burn book.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, oh my god, have you heard of this place, guys? It sucks.
You don't even go there.
are-
Because they don't wear pink on Wednesdays.
There are a lot of different tradespeople that come into town on occasion. Some of the tradespeople, one table in particular, you recall there being one human woman and like 5 goblins. And they said they were from up north. Maybe it's them.
I'm gonna have to talk to Briar, aren't I?
The way the music just dropped after that was great. I have to talk to Briar, don't I?
Okay. He might be able to help us.
Why? Or how, I guess.
He knows these woods better than anybody. But he's a little weird.
I mean, hello, and I just like gesture to all of us.
I know, but like he lives by himself out in the woods. Kinda weird.
I mean, I would too if I didn't have an addiction to coffee.
That's fair, I guess.
I thought so.
He helped me with my fire.
Is this a
He's a little-
dragon?
No.
Oh.
That would be so much cooler if he was, but no.
Am I going to have to like groom him too? Because that was gross.
I wouldn't want to see you try.
There were chunks in it,
Ew.
Ew.
and it was slimy.
Okay, well.
Asserting.
Yeah. We can go visit Briar, I guess. It's fine.
You know, it would be really great. And I just kind of like look over at Katani. A griffin.
No.
Why are you such a buzzkill?
They will bite you.
No, they won't. Animals fucking love me.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I'm a fucking druid, okay? Animals are kind of my vibe.
We only have a couple.
Come on, Katani. You've already deputized us. You may as well just hand one over.
No,
we
not.
get
No,
on
we
one?
would be going with you.
Oh. Boring. I mean, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Again, would they be able to help carry all of us?
No.
No.
I mean, they're very strong, but it would have to be a rider with each of you. That would only leave 2 left for the city.
Sucks to suck. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess.
You just have to drop us off and then leave. God, Mom, there's no curfew.
She'll take you over to the Griffin stables. There are 6 griffins in here. It looks like maybe one of them is out right now.
I mean,
so I guess
Wocket is
that's
so
5.
small. Does Wocket need like a whole ass griffin to themselves?
Yes, we could do 3.
There you go.
So the smallest of all of you, it would be Wocket and probably Betsy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so she would say, you two can ride with me. Just hang on.
Yay.
Sam, and she grabs Sam, for whoever wants to ride with Sam.
Poor Sam.
Yeah. And then, who else?
Hilda will ride with Sam.
Hilda will ride with Sam. And
We need some like multi-syllables with apostrophes name because we have Sam and Katani, so we need like Fracadewika.
There's Lathloril Mirwin.
There it is.
Bless you.
Yep. Elves seem to have a pretty good rapport with these. You see, Sam is like the only human.
Totally normal humans, besties.
Totally normal human. Okay, so Ferrali, you can get on it with Lathloril. And you all head off. It's you kind of like, it's very jarring. You're like holding on to the person in front of you, the like Grove Warden, and you like, you're sitting on it. It doesn't really feel like a horse because it's more like flexible and cat-like, and as it's like runs, it like springs like a cat pounce up into the air over the treetops and like lifts off. It's very high. So the third platform is like 100 feet up. And to then get you up above the trees and everything, takes you even higher. You go a little bit northeast for about 10 minutes flying, because they're pretty fast. On the ground, as a monk, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get there. And you kind of land where you see a little column of smoke coming up. And as you get down on the ground, just a little ways off, you see a man in kind of like simple clothing burning the underbrush with magic. Just like shooting fire out of his hands.
Get off the griffin, and I'm like, I think all my guts flew up into my head.
That was amazing!
You clipped out that whole time.
Yeah. I figured. That's okay. The closed caption caught it.
There you go.
That's even more amazing.
Yeah.
Way to go, closed captioning.
I'm just like, hi, Briar.
Eh. Oh. Hello. Oh. Hello. He like sees the griffins and he's like, okay.
Where's
Something's
his little
going on.
buddy?
What?
Where's his little buddy?
I don't know. Behind him comes like peeking out and starts running.
Like, scoop him up. I'm just like, Briar, we need you to take us to where the goblins are.
Which ones?
And I like describe everything that the seer told us, or like that they saw in the vision.
Oh, I haven't been there in a long time. That's not good. Okay. We can go there.
Last time I checked, murder isn't good. So you are on the right path.
Well, yeah. Alright. Sure. I can take you there. It'll take the better part of the morning. Afternoon. He, like, looks up, trying to figure out what time it is.
It's afternoon.
Is it? Okay. I mean, sure. We can go there. Why?
Okay.
Culty
We
things.
think that the guy involved is there.
Oh. Okay.
There was a murder in town. Probably should have led with that. There was a murder in town.
Oh.
And it was culty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Culty.
You know, spirals and
Sadly, it is in that way, yes.
Yeah,
That's-
Finnick got on the wrong end of one of those big bobbin things, and Ashtagon is involved. I don't know. I just work here.
Okay.
literally we do. Look. We're
Okay.
deputized.
And are you coming with us? And he, like, looks over at the griffin riders and they're like, oh no! And they, like, get back on their griffins and fly away.
Wieners.
Bye, Kitani.
Okay.
They're
Right.
so boring anyway. It's fine.
We're going to the goblins.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, these are my friends, Betsy and Wocket and Hilda.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
This is my friend Briar. He taught me how to
Hello.
use fire.
It can be good.
Before we set off, might it be can we just make sure that all this, I don't understand why you're setting fire to all the underbrush, but
It's actually
is
really
under
good for the
control, I assume.
environment.
Yes, yes. So it basically it cleans out some of the underbrush. So if we have like a lightning strike, and he kind of looks up and it's like cloudy.
It burns off the mast on the forest floor.
Yeah, it keeps us from having an uncontrollable fire, essentially.
well, very well.
And there are some seeds that only open with fire. He's got like big dad vibes. Just like not even
Yeah.
making puns, but he's just like fire's cool, kids. Like
Mhm. Well, just so long as it's under control and safe to leave.
I can't relate.
Yes.
My dad is a firefighter. Fire's cool, kids. Yeah, he is. Or he was. He's retired now. But
That's very funny. I didn't mean to make your dad, but here we are.
but he's the opposite. He's like,
Oh yeah.
fire bad. Don't play with matches. Here's the Heimlich
Well, he's all
maneuver.
about that too.
Fire
do
bad.
Like Briar's like that too, but like
Put
he
out your
also
campfires
does the.
before you move on.
He's like Smokey the Bear.
Yeah. But like a dude.
Yeah,
I guess he could turn
Totally
into a
normal
bear.
human dude.
He's a
he's
druid.
just a
so he
wildfire
could
druid.
turn
It's fine.
into
They're all
bear.
a little crazy.
There's a lot of druids. Okay. So he starts to take you north. You can help him by making survival checks so that he doesn't get distracted by his own interests.
All right, druid, you're up.
I am not a survival expert. I live in a city.
That's true.
Yeah, if you had to put
Well,
a number to
that
it, I have
seems-
a +2 to mine.
if I had to put a number to my survival skill, okay, it's +3. That's not too bad. Guidance.
There you go. Nice. Liz?
And I got another 4. 13.
Okay. You and, surprisingly, Walkett are able to help him kind of stay on track.
Hey!
He's, like, making mental
Over
notes
here.
to himself about,
Let's
like,
go.
ooh, there's a patch over there. Okay, I'll get it later. And he's, like, taking you along. You end up on kind of, like, a deer trail of some kind. Like, it's clearly not, like, frequently used by large numbers of people. It's just a little track. And as you're kind of headed that way, it's like a couple hours and you eventually come upon what you heard described previously. There's like a large hill. It has like trees on it. And there's like an opening in the bottom of the hill. It's almost like it seems like the tree roots have created this kind of like domed hill, and the hole goes under the tree roots.
That's not creepy.
Yeah. You hear interesting noises coming from within. It's about 3, 4 in the afternoon, and it's starting to drizzle.
Raleigh has her hood up and she just looks miserable.
Okay, so this is what I'm familiar with. I thought maybe it had been cleared out a couple of years ago, but sounds like someone's in there.
Yeah, but you told me that burrows get reused all the time.
I mean, sure, with animals. What
Are
guess
people just really big animals?
Yeah.
That is true.
He's the reason I got lost in the woods for 3 months when I was like 12.
Well, we were doing things. You know, I got distracted.
He was supposed to be
was
teaching me,
distracted?
and he just wandered off, and I followed him, and yeah.
Yeah.
And you thought this would be a good guide?
We got here, didn't we?
He's just like, he's like an art teacher, like one of those people that's like so good at making the most beautiful things, but if you need them to be organized, it's not going to happen. Like every art professor I had in college, except the art history folks, who actually were organized.
I just sort of pat Betsy on the shoulder. I'm like,
No!
okay.
No. No touch.
Walkett
I
just
am
looks
so mad at you right now.
It's like, I'm just trying to take you guys where you need to go, okay?
Thanks, Briar. You're the best. I think we
Indeed.
got it from here.
Alright. Oh, he kind of like turns into a little like ginger weasel and runs up a tree.
Well, let's go.
I have my spear at the ready.
Are you being
A
stealthy?
turn
I'm being sneaky.
into a panther.
Okay.
Very nice.
Let's make some stealth checks. Let's see.
13.
14.
Also 13.
Okay. Hilda got a 6. Great, great. You start to walk towards this hole in the hill, and you hear a lot of like chattering and kind of like shrieking laughter, giggling, fighting, shouting. Do any of you speak Goblin?
I do.
You do? Okay. So you think you do too? Oh, sweet. Okay.
So. Oh no, no, no,
Okay.
Mish. Obviously.
Oh, no,
I knew it was one that began with G.
You hear some things in Goblin that are just like people arguing, like little goblins like arguing with one another over like, you got the last bit of meat last time, I want it this time, and like they're fighting over.
Mhm.
Or like they're telling each other like lewd jokes, which I'm not going to attempt because I'm not that good at that. And then as you kind of start to creep in, who's going first?
I'm a panther.
You're a panther.
I pressed C on the keyboard and I'm going real low and slow.
Okay.
Yep. Not that far behind.
So we've got
Sneaky.
Norris Bucket.
let's see, as a panther. Raleigh and Locket. And then
Hilda
Hilda.
tromping along behind us.
is going last. Are you going in?
Yes.
Okay. So you get like down low and you're starting to like crawl in. The opening is not that big, but you can fit in fine. I mean, as long as you're like willing to crawl. It's not like doorway size, but it's big enough for like humanoids to get in and out of various sizes. So you go in and there's like this tunnel and you start to see little goblins walking by, and they all seem to be wearing this like spiraling symbol. You start to see the occasional humanoid, and they're just like, it's exactly like what Maria said. They're just standing there or sitting, staring off into space. If a goblin goes up to one of them and tells them something, they get up and start following the goblin. They are occasionally doing like relatively menial tasks of some kind, and but mostly they're just like scattered around and they're not doing much of anything. As you start to get into there's like a larger, it like sinks down into the ground and you see the roots in kind of the ceiling of this hill, and the path, the like tunnel that you were following becomes a path, and you can kind of see over this kind of earthen groove. There's like a what's it called? I don't know. There's like, the paths are like grooves, and then there's like kind of earthen barriers that kind of weave in and out, and as you kind of like peek over and get a first glimpse of what this place looks like, it's sunken down into this hill, and there are these like twisting, spiraling paths that go all different places, and they all kind of loop in on themselves. Goblins are like half following them for no reason, half like jumping over them and up onto the next like spiral and then the next spiral, and it's just like a little bit chaotic in here. Walk it. Make a perception check for me.
Yeah, man. $15.
15. As you are in here, you're kind of like behind this little like berm of earth between two like spiraling paths, and you are looking around, seeing all of these different people, and across the way on the other side of the spiral, you see a familiar looking gnome following a goblin carrying a bag of something. And just as you realize, oh my goodness, that's my husband, Hilda is a little too tall and stands up a little too far over the berm, and you hear a goblin going, "Hey, who the heck is that?" And that's where we're gonna end our session.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Very.
Well then.
You found Watkins' husband.
Now we just have to save him.
Yep.
Nah, he's worm food.
You're level 3. They're just goblins.
It's totally
Practically guys.
fine. It's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
They don't outnumber us.
Definitely not. By a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Em. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Woo.
Don't forget to check out our awesome fundraiser for tabletop gamers. If you got a couple bucks, it'd be great if you could donate, and you'll be entered to win a prize at the end of the month. Every donation is an entry, so if you donate multiple times, multiple entries. We're gonna go raid Mines. He's online playing Smite, so give him a follow if you haven't already, and we will catch you next time.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.